Hello everyone and welcome to issue 35 of the Altaya Megazord build. This one's going to be a long one today as we're going to put together the whole of the torso for the Tyrannos Zord. So buckle up, do the usual, get rid of the packaging for the small number of parts we've got here, do our parts check, and then we'll get on with it. I'll just get these pieces out, make sure they're all there first of all. As you can see, we've got a lot of tiny little screws here. Okay, so we've got 35.1, which is the infrared cover, 35.2, which is the back jetpack vents, 35.3, which is the bottom part of the torso, 35.4 is the the torso pivot point, and then multiple different screw sets. So we've got 5 washers and 5 silver machine screws, which will be used to secure the pivot point. Then there's 4 of one type of machine screw, 5 of another, and 3 3 of the last type. So just go ahead and make sure that those are all there. Yep, we're all good. So over the page we go, and let's get started. So the first part we're going to bring in will be the previous assembly from the last issue, with the arms. And so the first part of this assembly is quite simple. We're just going to pop the IR cover 35.1 just above the infrared receiver, just like that. And that clicks into place. So for the next part, we're going to need the back section from issue 34, and then we've got the silver vents, and they will go in from the interior side of the back. There's a little post there to help you, and then that will be secured with one of the machine screws from the set of 5. Sorry, the set of 4. Okay, so that's that done. Next part is going to be securing in the pivot joint with the 4 machine screws and washers. That will go in through the bottom of the back plate from issue 34. We'll just prepare those first. And pop a washer on top of each of the screws. looks like I put the wrong screw in here, so grab the correct one and put that in. Okay, so there's a little recess for this to sit into, and then we're just going to hold it in place while we put the screws into the 4 points here. That's 2. Number 3 going in. And finally number 4. There we go, so all 4 of those are in. So, on to the next part. So now we're going to bring in the Tyrannos Zord head, the Megazord head. So you need 2 black machine screws here. And then these will attach to the part at the back of the neck, which will hold it in place onto the back of the torso. These 2 parts here, you've got the corresponding holes here and here. Now we're just going to put those together. This is one of those situations where I realise I really wish I had 3 hands. So it's a little bit difficult to see what's going on here, and obviously dropping screws is not part of the plan. But then once the first one's in, you should hold it steady enough to get the second one ready and put that in. Okay, so that's the first one done. Now for the second one. And there we go. I'll just quickly tighten that one up again. Right, so now we're going to start bringing it all together. So we need the front assembly, and the back assembly with the head. Just make sure all of the wires are out of the way for the moment, and these will just go together, and you'll need to hold them in place for the moment. So this is complicated by the fact that the wires wanted to stray outside of the interior. So you have to pull the front down, make sure all of the wires are inside where they need to be. And it was at this point I decided that the easiest thing to do would be to plug the wires in. Alright, we're finally there, so the torso is all closed up with all of the wires inside. So now we're going to take the bottom panel here and fit that in place. And you need to hold this in place while we grab the screwdriver and the machine screws and put it all together. So this will be the .35/8 machine screws. So we can drop them in and then tighten them up one at a time. We're just going to give them a quick tighten up, make sure they're all nice and secure. Okay, so the diagram now shows the way that you need to drop the chest plate down. So you press just at the back of the base of the Tyrannos Zord's neck, which will drop the head down slightly, and then the chest plate will open up. So we need to open that up for the next stage. And then what we're going to do is take the button, the little light and sound button, and it's going to go into this little section here. So one of these holes will be for the the micro USB connection, and the other one will be for the button, as we've seen on previous Zord assemblies. And just like before, this is going to be incredibly fiddly. So what we're going to do now is take the circuit board and we're going to connect the two LEDs from the Tyrannos Zord head. Now I don't particularly think this matters which way round you put them. So we'll just connect them into the circuit board. And then we're going to grab our little black button and pop that into the gap at the back of the Tyrannos Zord. So we're going to go for pliers because this is delicate work here. So drop the button into place. Make sure we're going to select the right screw for this, and then what we want to do is secure this mounting panel with the circuit board on it to the back of the Tyrannos Zord, making sure that the contact button is still pressed. And we'll try to do this while the wires are not in the way as well. It's not exactly the best view, but I did manage to get it down first time here. And with the first one secure in place, the second one should be a lot easier as well. Okay, so we'll close the chest back up. Oh, not quite. Yep, close the chest back up. And just double check that the button works. And that's it, we're done with issue 35. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time for issue 36, where we're going to finish off the Tyrannos Zord for the moment. Any questions or comments, do the usual, drop them in the box below. Thanks for watching, see you next time. Bye for now.